Or if you're already mentally ill, you're like, wow, I feel so strangely seen
Yeah.
by this record.
757, yeah, I'll never go to heaven. I've been smoking since I go crazy.
Fall on the floor. Where
My defense turned the cable, and I'm saying, don't carry me, give me gonna go, give me gonna go.
most wanted person in the United States.
I got my turn remote.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Full Spin Club. We are here for season 3. We made it. We did it. We also moved to
Commonwealth Comedy Club.
So if you like this content and you like funny people doing funny things, please subscribe to this YouTube channel instead of my original one, which is still going to exist because, I don't know.
Pew,
Why
pew,
not?
pew, yeah.
Pew, pew, pew. Monetize my old account. Make me feel weird for switching
Let's
channels.
monetize everything, baby.
Yes, monetize my time. Late stage capitalism. But today we are here talking with the very funny Gabbie Watts. Hey, give it up for Gabbie, everybody.
Yay, give it up for me. And
Yeah.
also just give up.
Okay.
I'm Gabbie Watts. Hello.
Gabbie, tell us the album that you wanted to bring to the Full Spin Club today.
Well, today we're doing 10,000 Gecs by 100 Gecs. Or is it 100 Gecs? I've never actually
I don't
heard.
know. Yeah, I've heard it both ways.
That we're parsing. That'll be maybe a major mystery we will solve or deduce by the end of this podcast. But we're doing a 10,000 Gecs by. It is 10,000, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It
So
is 10,000
sometimes
Gecs.
there's like with the dyslexia, it's like how many zeros are there?
Yeah, well, wasn't their first album 1,000 Gecs?
I
And
think
then the next
so.
one was 10,000 Gecs.
So I guess the next one's 100,000. Or are they gonna go straight to 1,000,000?
I would be shocked if they made a third album. They strike me as a duo that, like, as soon as they got very popular, like, we're done now.
Yeah, they canceled their whole tour for like the 10,000 Gecs. I don't think they've ever done like that stuff live.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So yeah, because I think they were having mental struggles, if you
Yeah.
can believe it, about
Yeah.
100 Gecs.
If you came into this episode without listening to the album, I do recommend you give it a listen first. It's going to help the show work way better.
And also, you will be mentally ill by the end of the album, so that will actually help you resonate with our conversation.
Or if you're already mentally ill, you're like, wow, I feel so strangely seen
Yeah.
by this record.
And then it'll make you sad because you're like, why am I seen by this?
Yeah. Oh, bummer. This resonated with me. So yes, 10,000 Gecs. For those who are new to the show or new to the channel in general, there are 3 main segments to this show. There is On a Pedestal, where we talk about the great things about the record. There is Discourse, where I bring up some of the things people on the internet say are bad about this record.
Boo.
Boo. And then there's On a Turntable, where we turn and talk to our guest about their own creative processes and like how they relate to the album and if it influences them in any way, anything like that. Because I'm a fan of taking music and changing it into comedy, or taking comedy, changing it into music, which
Wow.
brings us to the fact that you are sort of
I'm sort of a musical comedy
person.
Yeah, that's me. Sorry. I apologize to all my former fans who liked me when I just spoke, but I do music now. I've been kind of, well, it's mostly I was a failed musician, and then I started doing stand-up. And
Yep.
now I do musical comedy because I'm a failed stand-up.
And so that's actually funny because like the whole sort of like beginning of the show is like I too, like started in music at a young age, and I was like,
Yeah.
nah. Like, and then like I was like, I just miss being in front of people. Like the fun part of the shows was like the riff between, and I'm like, what if I just did that?
Yeah.
And so like music and comedy in my mind are completely connected, and so I try to ask comics about their favorite music.
Yeah.
And that's how this show was born, baby.
Wow. I do hate when musicians, like, they don't say anything in between their songs.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like it when they talk too much, which happened.
True.
I saw Tegan and Sarah one time, and they just spoke
They just don't
most
shut
of
up.
the. Yeah, they won't. Have you seen them?
No.
It's just it was just. I think it was also after Trump was elected the first time, and they just like kept giving like inspirational speeches, and I'm like, can you just like play some of the hits?
Yeah, just,
I
like,
think
I
that
don't
might be
know.
more healing than your fucking Canadian ass. I'm like, you're
Yeah.
a Canadian, you can't help us.
Like Blink-182, I think kind of took like teeters the line of like talking too much between sets. It is funny, but also I'm like, come on,
Yeah.
come on. And
Yeah.
then Pup is like one of my favorite bands these days. I don't know if you're into Pup. Have you heard of them?
I've heard of them.
Not into them.
I think I saw them on a Mannequin Pussy Spotify playlist.
There you go.
So yeah.
Yeah, but they're funny. They're
Yeah.
silly. They're just weird little guys.
Yeah, I love a weird little guy.
Yeah. Good, because half of this duo is a weird little
A
guy.
weird little guy.
So let's start with the secret first segment. It's called Liner Notes. It is the general question: why this album? Why would you want to? Why? Because I have everyone pitch me 3 albums. So why was this part of your top 3 that you wanted to talk about with me? A complete stranger, by the way.
Yes, we're close friends. Well, first I was a bitch because he was on a show one time that I hosted, and then I forgot. But anyway, here we are. That's
me.
fine.
The forgettable one on the lineup.
I'm going to remember you so hard after this. I'll be like, hey, that guy that I went into a basement with and did his podcast.
The basement of abandoned church.
Exactly. So, yeah. Well, I mostly just the past 2 years, 100 Gecs have been my top Spotify.
Okay.
Like I think they're maybe always like third. I think because like this past year, it was very much like it was of course Chapel Roan, Charlie XCX, and then 100 Gecs, which feels really random.
Weirdly enough, like 100 Gecs and Charlie XCX are lumped together a lot because they're both under hyperpop.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I really love hyperpop because it's like pop music where then you're just like screaming. You're having a manic episode during it. And so I think I hadn't heard their first album. I remember, how did I I forget exactly how I discovered their like more recent album, but I was listening to it and I just love when there's a horrible sound in the middle of a song. And like, I don't know, it makes me feel soothed somehow. Cause I think it sort of complements my own mental illnesses in a way that makes sense. And I kind of like loud screaming, and so I have recently been listening to Mastodon more and like doing some more metal, so I've kind of gone hyper pop going into metal. But I think the hyper pop I just love because they're catchy little songs that are stupid, and also I appreciate how they there's some songs on the album that I never listen to because there's too much screaming. It's kind of like the back half of the album. Where they're kind of going more into performance art, There's like some of those moments, but like kind of their straight ahead songs where they're still screaming and horrible random sounds. I really enjoy those. And they also have like some comedy songs that are fun.
Yeah, the comedy songs I thought were silly.
Yeah, they're very like unserious and just like screaming. And I just really appreciate that.
Yeah. My note for it was I was like, this is awfully cathartic.
You're like, why do I resonate with this?
Yeah, why is this good? Oh no.
It's like the inside on the outside. That's so weird.
That's not allowed. But cool, man. Heck yeah. Well, thank you for bringing it to the club. I will say your 3 that you suggested were hilarious to me. Just
why?
The wide breadth. Where it was like on one end of the spectrum, you had the Oh Brother, Where Art Thou soundtrack. Followed up by Jagged Little Pill.
Yeah, Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette, baby.
Yeah.
And then 10,000 Gecs.
Yeah, I guess that is pretty crazy. I mean, it's just different types of white people,
I contain the multitude.
Yeah, it's like I'm like 3 different white people all in one.
Like, I'm not only a man of constant sorrow.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I love Jagged Little Pill because that came out when my parents were getting divorced. And so my mom played it a lot. And so it was just like kind of that I was like 3 or 4 or something, but I just like heard it a lot, so it's kind of ingrained in my DNA, and I love that album. And then Brother, Where Art Thou? That one is just, I love me some country music.
Yeah,
I love that
because you're from the South, right? You're from.
I am, but I hate it. I did hate country music growing up, but then when I like went to college in New Jersey, and everybody would make fun of me for saying certain. Like, I don't sound that Southern, but there's some things that come out. They would make fun of me. So then I leaned in and, like, had a bluegrass radio show and just would say y'all all the time. But, like, hatefully at Northerners.
Sure.
Yeah.
As one does.
Yeah, if I can weaponize my identity, I will lean into it. But if I can't, I'm not going to do it,
Yeah. It's like, then what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
But cool, man. Let's get into our first segment on a pedestal, which starts with the question: when you're sharing records like this with like strangers, so like I had never listened to a 100 Gecs album all the way through. When you're recommending music to strangers, like what are you hoping that they pick up on? Because like when I'm sharing, it's usually like a semi-intimate moment where you're like, I would like you to understand me in this way. What is something about this record that you were hoping like someone, a novice like myself, would pick up on? Like.
Yeah, well, I think I would want you to recognize that I don't feel good. I think that's
Okay, check.
Check.
I also just finished watching your hour.
Yeah,
Check.
exactly. So I don't feel good, but I like this album because it is okay. Sometimes I do fear that most of my music that I listen to, I do get put in sort of like a basic bitch sort of category. Like I sometimes, when Taylor Swift was doing the Eras tour, I was listening to a lot of Taylor Swift.
Who wasn't?
Yeah, I mean, it was inescapable.
Yeah.
You just like you couldn't not. But there are moments where it's like I would listen to the song and just be like, oh, I'm really like transported to whatever. But then I would then listen to 100 Gecs and I'd be like, I feel like crazy, but then also like slightly more interesting. Like I
Right.
feel like this
Yeah.
is kind of. It's almost like I don't think they're the most obtuse hyper pop band that exists, but I do like because there are some people who it goes like veers into like noise more, and I'm just
Yeah.
like I don't like that. Like when I was doing music, I went to one noise show and it was just like 3 little dudes with like 30 pedals in front of them, and I was like, why do people want this?
Yeah,
But yeah.
I appreciate melody
Yeah.
as much as the next guy.
You're crazy. You like melody?
I know.
We're not avant-garde here. We love a melody.
I'm sorry,
It's like, don't get me on a harmony, dude. Like,
I know.
in a bridge? Oh, no.
This basic song structure.
That's
Yeah, the
crazy.
wall of sound was never my favorite thing either. But
Yeah.
hey,
But I like a blip of that. And I think that's kind of what 100 Gecs does, where it is, some of their songs are like straight ahead pop songs, but then they sound insane. They're like put through terrible sounds, and so it's kind of fun, and you can kind of feel the rage, and it's like there's so much compression on stuff that it's like it sounds really dirty. I also love like a dirt bag sound.
yeah, I was calling it crunchy. That was
Yeah,
like the best way. I was
very
like,
crunchy.
this is a crunchy sound.
Yeah,
and
which
then
is-
people look
yeah.
at me all fucking weird, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you just gotta know.
And that's kind of like an emotional state that I think a lot of people feel. Like we're kind of crunched, where we're all like kind of compressed, where we have all these feelings, but then they're being squashed.
Yeah.
And that's kind
Can't
of
talk
like what
about
they
those.
do.
Yeah.
So I think that's like kind of what I like about them is just the insides on the outside. They're kind of crazy, but then they do have like some very catchy songs.
Yeah, like it caught some flack, but Hollywood Baby is like a pretty straight up and down pop punk song.
Yeah.
Which is gonna grip me every time as a pop punk head.
Yeah, I think that's the one I probably listen to the most. I love Hollywood Baby, and I'm also like, I'm never gonna make it in Hollywood Baby, so
No.
I really resonate with that.
I literally
I'm like,
moved back to Ohio.
it's like, baby, I'm not gonna make it.
I'll make it in Ohio though.
Ooh, baby. I mean, that is, that's the pinnacle.
That's it.
It is. So yeah, I like, it's just pop songs that are gross,
Yeah.
and that's what I like.
And that's like, I picked up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
And that's kind of me too, because like I feel like I am like there's basic sort of pop shit that I love. I am like kind of a basic bitch, like in my heart somewhere. There's like a Starbucks. I mean, I think Starbucks is disgusting, but there is maybe a Starbucks girly inside of me that's just like going like who's like stuck in kind of like a thorn, like a bunch of thorns. I feel like that's kind of
Right.
or like I'm like or maybe it's more I'm a basic bitch who has thorn. Like I'm a porcupine basic bitch, and I feel like that's kind of what these
Yeah.
pop songs are.
I like to think of myself as like a basic Honda Civic
Yeah.
that drove through a swarm of trauma bugs,
Yeah.
and now I'm just coated in it.
Is that trauma bugs? They're like cicadas. They come out every like 17 years.
17
Yeah,
years,
yeah.
They pop up,
Yeah.
cover you in all kinds of sad goo.
Yeah, and you can't get them off.
Can't get 'em off.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
And then finally do, but then something else emerges
Something else.
17 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It comes in
I get it.
cycles.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So the next question I usually bring people is like, all right, top 3, because we're in the Pedestal section. What are your top 3 songs?
Okay, of that album?
Yeah, of that
So
album.
Hollywood Baby. I really like the
757.
757.
Yeah.
And then Dumbest Girl Alive.
Yeah, the
that's
opener.
That's probably that's the second main one I listen to, or that's the one I resonate a lot because I'm like, I'm also the dumbest girl alive.
The line "put an emoji on my grave"
Yeah.
is so funny.
I also like how it starts with like that. Which production company was it where it's that
Like
sound?
THX?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they use like that sound in the beginning, which is so fucking random.
Yeah,
and
and
it's
then,
so fun.
Like the scream, like the whoa.
yeah, and so I feel like those 3 are kind of like the straight ahead ones. And 757, is that the one where they talk about Doritos and Fritos?
No, the name of that song is
Doritos and Fritos. Okay, well then that's another one that I like because I also eat a lot of Doritos and Fritos.
Yeah.
So
Anyone
I just
who's hung out in enough gas stations will resonate with that song.
Yeah, if you travel with comedy, like you're eating a lot of Doritos because that's the healthiest option.
That's all you got.
You're like, Cool Ranch is basically a vegetable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, if it's not off the roller grill, then at least I'm healthy.
Exactly. Yeah. There's not that extra grease. But yeah, so so those are, I feel like all of those are like the more like standard pop ones on there. And I do appreciate the frog one. Yeah. Where that one's just silly because the whole concept is there's a frog on the floor. We're at a party and the frog is really cool.
Yeah.
There's this like fun little frog there.
That song struck me as like an interdimensional cable commercial in like Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
If you think of the album as an episode of something, at that point it's like the weird commercial break. And then we're back to the music. And like
but then I think like the album then goes to like after that it goes to like the weird late night infomercials or like public access television where it's like they literally just gave like the 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. slot to some random guy named like Mike and then Mike is just doing whatever he wants on the TV station.
Yeah, Mike is a hero.
Yeah, because then I forget what the name of like everything is, but then there's like $1 million. Or is that the old one? Is that the old one?
That's on this album.
Like then you get into that stuff
$1 million.
And then you're just like, I'll just go back to the other one. Like I'm like
go to the front half of the album.
Yeah, I'm like conceptually this is fun and I really respect you for doing what you want, slay. But then I'm also like I'm gonna go listen to Hollywood Baby like 7 times in a row.
Yeah. Yep. The only song that I did like that I would give an honorable mention to, because I agree my top 3 are like 757, Dumbest Girl Alive, and Hollywood Baby. The only one I'd give an honorable mention is the closer, Me, Me, Me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because like I was like, it's kind of it's a great closer because you do kind of get through the $1 million. You're like at the end, you're like, oh good, we're back.
Yeah.
And then just start the album over again.
Yeah.
That's my only other honorable mention.
Yeah.
But that brings us to our third and final question of the Pedestal. What makes a great album for you? And what of this album checks those boxes?
Oh, it just depends on my mood. What's a great album? I mean, I just love bops. You know, you got to have some freaking bops on there. I mean, I do appreciate when there's a tinge of humor. Yeah. I do love some little clever songwriting. I really appreciate that. And when there's, especially if there's like a tasty hook that's also like so sad. I fucking love. Yep. I love being sad. You know.
Yep. I love being sad in a happy way. That's like why pop punk music rocks so hard.
Yeah.
I'm like, I am sad, but we are vibing.
Yeah,
right
exactly.
Now.
Yeah. And I think with music, which maybe applies less to this one, but actually, I mean, still with the bops, I do like the lyrics and I appreciate the humor in their lyrics. But I am a very lyric forward music person where sometimes music, like the actual music, I don't care about. But if I don't like resonate with like the lyrics, or if I don't, I'm like, oh my God, they're like saying something that I happened to me, and wow, universality. Oh, like I'm a very like a lyrics person, which I think is also why I sort of stopped doing music as much and was like more into stand-up, because I'm like, I like the words. Yeah, I like words.
So let's just strip it down.
Yeah,
we're only doing words, and you're like, JK, I need a guitar.
Yeah, and then so it's like, yeah, exactly. Well, you know, I can't say, I don't always follow through exactly how I want to, if you can believe it. But I think the 100 Gecs, I appreciate how there's like a humor to it, there's a self-awareness, and then there's also just like an anguish that's fun. Yeah, you know, I love a fun little bop.
It was like a self-aware like anguish, or an anguish where they're like, the world is literally fucked. Yeah, that's like what I get from it is like, well, like just that generation in general, they're not terribly younger than us.
Yeah, they're probably
they're
like
late
similar.
20s.
Yeah, who knows?
And so I was like, they're just like part of that group of folks that's like, oh no, this has been bad the whole time.
Yeah.
Let's just embrace it.
Yeah.
Almost spit in its face.
Yeah.
Like, of anything that's led us to this point, which is like anything traditional.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I also like, I don't know, it's interesting now with music when I like find music that I enjoy listening to. It often I'm like, oh, the people who wrote this, they're like gay people.
Yeah.
You know? It's like they always happen to be like queer
Yeah.
or like trans or whatever. And so I'm like, oh, that's how funny. We all find each other.
Right.
We find each other.
Well, like something I've said on this show like a million times is like your creative work ends up being like a beacon to the other people like who are like you. And
Yeah.
so like I always find that with bands that have religious trauma
Yeah.
involved. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this guy's an ex-Mormon. No wonder
Yeah,
I like
no
this
wonder I
dude.
like this, yeah.
It was like, oh, your entire belief system got shattered at one point and you're like, who am I?
Yeah.
Let's live in a van.
Yeah.
'Cause one of my favorite bands is Microwave out of Atlanta.
Okay.
Are you aware of them? Yeah, I like them. He's the ex-Mormon. And so great first album where he's like
Yeah.
he's like Man in the Sky or something like that. Like just talking about Jesus isn't coming.
Yeah, he's not.
He's the Garden of Eden isn't in Missouri. Like
That's crazy that it's not in Missouri specifically.
yeah.
But isn't there a place that is in Missouri that's like very religious in the middle of it? There's something. It's kind of like there's some weird mega church where people go to. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cut from the pod. We don't know. I don't know the facts.
We don't know.
I can't remember about Missouri. The facts that I've learned through traveling this great country. I can't remember about Missouri.
I just know at one point it was the headquarters of Mormonism. They're like, guys, we swear the Garden of Eden is in Missouri.
Yeah.
And they all moved and created a whole town. And then they're like, just kidding. It's in Utah. And
Whoops.
So mostly because Missouri was like, get the fuck out
Yeah.
of here. They're like, guys, I just looked in the hat again. The golden.
It's crazy. It's actually over here where we're allowed to be.
Yeah, the golden tablets told me it's actually in Utah.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also weird when you like the music that you end up liking and then you're like, what does it mean about me? I feel like I weirdly, like I'm from the South and like, sure, there's like some country music that I like or whatever, but I don't necessarily relate to it. But I just feel
Right.
like I mostly relate to people from the Midwest. I'm like, what does that mean? Am I supposed to be
It
Midwestern?
means you're sad and got told don't.
Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad that's what
all
it
the
is.
Midwest is. It's just a quiet anger or sadness.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, I'm a burden if I feel these things.
Yeah, so I feel like spiritually I'm Midwest. And I feel like 100 Gecs, they're from St. Louis or
They are,
something.
yeah.
Okay, so Misery. We're from Misery
Yeah.
place. Yeah, great.
Absolutely. But that brings us to the close of our first segment, into the next one called Discourse, where we talk about the negative things about the album. And I've made a quick change to this for viewers.
Ooh, for you
for
guys.
my recurring viewers, I've made a quick change to this one because of my fun new prop, this telephone. Fun new prop, and now it is the first part of this segment is called "The Haters Are Calling."
They are?
Oh, the haters
Do we
are
need to
calling.
pick up the phone?
You got to pick up the phone.
Do I
Gabby.
have to right now?
The haters are calling, Gabby. Pick it up.
Hey, haters.
So-
Fuck off, bitch.
So the haters are. I look up negative reviews of the album, and then
They're
I
saying them right here.
Yeah, they're
That's
saying
why,
them.
How long should I hold this to my ear?
You can hold it as long as you want. You can hang up on the haters if you want. But
well,
the
tell
haters,
me what they're saying, and then I'll hang up on them really angrily.
some fun lines from a 1-star review of this album from the UK, which take that for what it is. Hold on. Only sticky iPad babies could make this kind of music. What do you have to say to the haters about that?
Is that a criticism? That
That
just
is a
seems like an
criticism.
accurate thing of what it is. That just seems like a quality of what it is, and you just like that and you don't like that.
Dude, tell the haters, Gabby.
That's what. Okay, here's something I gotta tell the haters. Like sometimes you can hate on something and just realize it's not for you. It's
Yeah.
not for you, and it's fine. That doesn't mean it's bad.
Yep.
It's just you don't like it. Who cares? Fuck you. As if this guy's.
Well, some background on this particular hater. I found this review via Reddit because the person posting about it was like, guys, the famous review, the person who wrote it is now my English teacher. And so they wanted to post about it. I'm like, that's hilarious.
I was hoping maybe it was like the Queen of England or something before she died. She was like, this 100 Gecs album. I can't even, how do you, British accent. This 100 Gecs album. I don't get it.
It made me want to die.
Yeah, exactly. That's
She's
what the
Cockney,
Queen of
yeah.
England. Sorry, fuck you, Queen of England. Kill yourself.
Hang up on the haters,
She's
Gabby.
already dead, but she can kill herself now. That she's dead.
The second funny line I found from this particular negative review was, it is the worst genres of music crammed into a bazooka and fired at my face.
Again, just an accurate read of the album.
Like, no one's calling this guy inaccurate, but also, fuck you, man. Come on, dude.
It's just like a bazooka, but that's fun. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
I feel like
the worst
also
parts of things.
Sometimes people don't realize how hating can be fun, and it's good to have things that are that you hate, because then that's like, these are so descriptive.
Yeah.
Like, I would just say something like, that was annoying, I didn't like it. But these are like, these people, like, I feel like looked up adjectives and they've looked up synonyms of the adjectives and then put them all.
And he's like,
but yeah, wait, what is it again?
The worst genres of music crammed into a bazooka and fired at my face.
I mean, I wouldn't say they're the worst genres. There's like, there's ska. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, ska.
But the thing is, they have a horn section. And
oh yeah, I mean, it is kind of ska-y, actually. It is pretty. So ska is in there, actually. Yeah. I've been trying to hate on ska, but then, because I had like a bit where I was trying to hate on them, but then I started listening to more ska. I was like, I like this.
You're like, wait, this is whimsical.
Yeah, I'm like, what's a bad genre? I feel like, I mean, I really don't like jam bands. Sorry.
There you go. Well,
that would be like, I mean, what kind of bazooka? What would be in your bazooka of bad genres?
My bazooka, like country. Well, like pop contemporary country.
Yeah, it's not that good.
Yeah, it's terrible. Like Shaboozey.
I like, well, it's bad, but I still listen to Shaboozey. I'm not saying that my taste is good. I'm saying I do listen to Shaboozey, though.
Well, or like anyone that's like appropriating country to make money at this time in our culture.
Oh,
like,
you're saying a black man's appropriating country? Wow, you're canceled.
Get your country money. Like, I've had this discussion before. Get your country money. I get it. Like,
it's
like,
in.
The only people with disposable income are like middle-aged people who like country music. So like, if you want any of their money, you got to go to them. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
like, the people that I like don't have any money, and they're not willing to give me it to do what I do.
Yeah,
so
but I do think it's awesome. I mean, Beyonce obviously isn't the first black person to like dive into the contemporary country or whatever, but it is awesome, like, that you do see that there is like vaguely more diversity in country now, because it's like, it's so, I wouldn't even say white supremacy coded. It is just like, country is just white supremacy. Like, even the Grammys, I think, they created a new category.
It's like urban.
Yeah, it's like something. It's like contemporary country, nouveau, alternative, just to like
separate them.
Yeah, which I'm like, oh, so we have so the white people don't have to compete with other people.
Yeah. So the people who looked up Shaboozey after liking the song, and were mad about it, they're like appeased.
Yeah, but so I feel like that was so dumb. But I love when anybody in country music is not a white person, because that's like, yeah, fuck you guys.
Yeah,
like fuck you guys to hell.
Ours now.
Because they're also, it's like, so like they'll be like, oh, but we got Keith Urban. I'm like, he's Australian. Or even like Orville Peck, who's like more like alt country. I think he's like Canadian, or I forgot, are you from the UK or some other shit? So I love a non-white person in country music. Anyway, but 100 Gecs.
Yeah, what else is in my bazooka?
Yeah, like, what else is in your bazooka? You'd have a country,
and then probably some of the noise we talked about. Like,
noise.
That's like, that is literally just screeching soundscapes. The dudes who are like, I like to make places for my mind to go. Like, okay.
I mean, I do love to listen to atmospheric cosmos. It's like because sometimes I'll be in New York and I'll be on the train. And like, I need to drown out all these fucking people, and then I'll just listen to like, ooh. But I am curious about those people who make it. I'm like, do you guys literally make, like, you spend time just like making an atmospheric sound?
Yeah.
So
they made a character in The Office, Gabe. He made like soundscapes. He's like, think of like 1 second of music and it expanded to the size of the universe.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
It's like, we're making infinity, bitch.
Cool.
So we got, atmospheric country. Ooh, that sounds bad.
Atmospheric country noises?
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, honk, honk. Like, I voted for Trump.
Yeah, I voted for Trump. It's just droning on about voting for terrible people. And then the last one, Doritos and Fritos is a ruined orgasm. And I have a confession to make. This one was mine. This one was mine. I snuck it in there because it starts with like a very good melody, and then it's just like Doritos and Fritos, and I'm like, oh, come on, like that was my one sad thing.
No, I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you It could be lazy songwriting,
It could be.
which, oh no.
Oh,
I've never
no.
done that before. I've never lazily written my jokes or anything. But
I've
yeah,
never
no,
been
I
lazy
can see
about any of
that.
my creative.
Yeah, because it is like, the verses are more like, and then it is just Doritos and Fritos.
Yeah.
And after you're like, what? Kind of.
Like, oh, come on.
But I do like Doritos and Fritos, so I did feel, I guess it's like my personal resonance with it maybe was like more important than the actual quality of the songwriting
fair.
in that one.
That's
you
fair.
know.
So
Just 'cause
unfortunately, I'm the haters. I was calling on the
that's
last
fine.
one.
Talk to yourself. Learn something about yourself. Be like, who am I?
What's that? Ooh, I hate that about myself.
That's
Goodbye.
amazing. Incredible.
But anyway, so that is the fun new game. The haters are calling. Thank you.
That
for
was
playing.
fun. We both held the phone.
held
But
the
it was a
phone.
game.
It is not a useless prop. It was one that was put here with intention and not that I found in this room.
Ooh, but then one day when you're super technologically savvy,
Mm-hmm.
you could like have the haters talking from the phone.
That would be fun.
Or it'd be fun. You take and it shocks you. That could also be fun. You could
Haters are
torture
calling.
people.
Yeah, we could.
You could actually. This phone could waterboard you. Can you imagine? What a fun show. We actually this is our third segment where
Yeah.
we waterboard.
Waterboarding. Tell me what you fucking like.
Exactly.
it's a lot
Yeah.
like that. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so second question for discourse about the sort of like questionable things on the record. We've talked about Frog on the Floor.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We're talking about Frog on the Floor. It is highly defended by the audience. Meanwhile, critics, no good. Critics hate it a lot. If you're a fan of Rotten Tomatoes, it is like that classic situation where audiences love it,
Yeah.
but critics are like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
A Marvel film, for example.
Yeah. I mean, it is like tonally different
Mm-hmm.
because they're silly. Their songwriting is silly. It kind of, I mean, this might be a crazy comparison, but they do sort of remind me of Phoebe Bridgers, where like Phoebe Bridgers is very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she wasn't like, oh, I'm so sad, like her
Yeah.
stuff is very like funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's also with 100 Gecs, where it's like you maybe don't always realize how funny they are because they're screaming and it's
Sure.
like, ah.
Yeah.
But it is very funny. So
It
they are
is.
kind of like veering on. I always think there's comedy music and then there's music that is funny,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I think they do music that is funny.
Right.
But it's like, obviously if they were at a comedy, they wouldn't be like crushing, you know, each line or whatever. But then Frog on the Floor, I think does veer kind of more into like comedy music or like musical comedy.
It feels like it's
and-
just taking the piss out of everything.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean,
this
it
is like their like major label debut. They probably got a bunch of money to make this album.
Yeah.
And spent a considerable amount of time on this silly song about a frog. at a
Yeah,
party.
and I mean that doesn't mean just because something's silly, that doesn't mean it's not takes a lot of fucking time to make. Because I mean, it's
Right.
like doing comedy. Obviously, it's like
My best jokes took 3 seconds to write.
Yeah.
It's only when I include effort that they become dog shit.
But then it's also sometimes it's like the line, like I do a joke where I talk about like billboards of like pro-life slogans that are stupid, and like there's one where I say, oh, here's a pro-life slogan, could be hey, being knocked up, you feeling knocked down, too bad, whore.
Yeah.
That took me, I was driving, I think maybe I was even like driving here. I think I was driving, like I was like doing a 7-hour drive, and I thought about that for like basically the whole time. And it took me like that long.
Entire 7-hour drive to hit that
even-
tag.
Yeah, and it was just like one of like 50 tags that I like came up with. But it's like being silly is serious work. Okay?
A lot of effort.
Tell the critics.
tell
Call
the-
them. Call them.
Hey, sometimes being silly takes
a lot-
effort.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work
Takes a
to be
lot of effort.
silly.
What we do is valid.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
maybe
valid.
not us specifically, but like someone is doing something valid.
Someone's doing something valid. I don't know if it's me.
Yeah, somebody out there is doing something valid. Like 100 Gecs. But I also like, I mean, I do think the album is tonally kind of all over the place. I will say, because yeah, we said they have like the good pop songs.
Yeah.
They have Frog on the Floor. Is this the one where they do the Tooth song?
Yes.
That one is also another silly.
That one's like a
kind
little
of-
silly. That would be like my silly skip. Like
Yeah.
that would be. I was like, haha. Next.
Yeah.
Yep.
So and then they have the ones that are just like more like noise crazy. So it is all over the place.
Yeah. It is.
But I'm fine with that.
Some
They have
might say a
ADHD.
bazooka at your
Exactly.
face.
It is a bazooka, but it's more like a bazooka that's taking 3 distinct shots, you know, kind
Yep.
of. So I do think, but I think that happens in comedy a lot. Like, I don't know why this reminds me of like Like, have you watched Righteous Gemstones?
Sure have.
Or like even other comedy movies where it'll be like, oh, we're doing like comedy, and then it's like at the third act, and suddenly we're like really serious and violent. Yeah. Like what's happening?
Yeah.
And I think Righteous Gemstones, that's like one of my favorite shows, but it is also another thing that's tonally all over the place, where it's like we're doing a serious thing, and then they're like projectile vomiting for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we're back to this like serious thing. And I think this is kind of what 100 Gecs is like. But I mean, they're silly the whole time, but then sometimes in ways that hurt your ears. Yeah. But that's fine.
That's great.
We're having a good time.
Yeah.
I don't need to hear.
No. It is like such a fun album to play loud.
Yeah.
Like it don't like if anyone listens to the album quiet, go ahead and comment below if you listen to this album quiet so I can like put you on a list.
Yeah, you're like, this is actually I listen to this to go to sleep. You know?
This is my quiet reading music.
Yeah. This is like a calming
This is my serenity playlist.
Exactly. Frog on the floor. I mean, that one is kind of like more
Oh, it's stuck in my head. It's been stuck in my
Yeah.
head since we mentioned it, and that's the frustrating part.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, final question for discourse for the haters. Which song are you killing?
Oh
Put your
my
producer
God.
hat on, and which song are you killing? It's a short record. It might be a tough one.
It might. What's the one that's Billie Jean?
Oh,
Billy.
yeah.
What is that? What is it
Billie
called?
Jean, something or other. Hold on.
Yeah,
Oh.
I skip that one every time it comes on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That one's just a bit too. I think. I mean, some of the other ones are a little annoying. $1 Million, kind of.
Yeah.
But that one, I just think it's just more annoying, and I feel like they're trying to be annoying on it. And so I think, and it's maybe it goes into a like more of a metal noise sort of scenario, which I do find. I think that one was just like too much. Where I think they have tasteful noise in other ones, but that one was just like, and like $1 Million is kind of funny because it's like, it still has like that silliness, but then that one's just sort of like I don't like it.
Yeah. I'm keeping Frog on the Floor. I know we've talked a small amount of shit about it. I'm keeping it.
Yeah.
I think the one I'm gonna it might be the Tooth one. Like I'm gonna put my tooth out. Which, in fairness to that song, I get it because like it does very much resonate with the idea of like I need this to stop. You know, like I need this pain to end. Yeah. And like
dental pain is no joke.
No, it's terrible. It's
it really is. Like we don't think about our teeth until it happens to you. You don't realize how much you use your mouth. Yeah, we use our mouth all the time.
All the time. We speak for a living.
That could be the title of the episode. We use our mouth all the time.
I'm gonna clip that.
Yeah,
like for everything.
We could do that. It could be we use our mouth all the time. That could be like a $1 million. Just repeat that over with put a hectic beat.
Mouth all the time.
Mouth all the time. Mouth all the real. Okay, I'm being for serious though. We do use our mouth all the time. Like one time, I'm sad to say this. I think I might have oral herpes. Okay. Because one time I hate to say this.
Go ahead and back up from the mic.
I hate to say this, but one time I did have COVID, and then it made me. I think it triggered my immune system in some weird way, and I had this horrible rash on my mouth for like 2 weeks. It was disgusting. Okay, that's why you guys don't have gay sex. Okay, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Take this part out because I know a lot of children listen to this. Watch this, you know. But the thing is, then when you have like mouth pain, like sores in your mouth and shit, you literally are like, I use my mouth all the time. I can't eat, I can't speak, I can hardly breathe. Horrible. You use your mouth all the time.
Well, it's like so easy to become obsessed with. Like if I have like a small like sore in my mouth, like burn the roof of your mouth with pizza. Something like that.
Even burn.
I'm thinking about it.
That's just like herpes. Burning your mouth with pizza. It's the same thing.
It is exactly the same.
It is. So if you do burn your mouth with pizza, you're gay.
You basically have herpes.
You're gay and have herpes. Actually, clip that. That's the clip.
You're
gay and have herpes if you burn your mouth with pizza. And then zoom in on my face being crazy. Boing, 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 boing. Okay.
That's going to be the opener of the episode.
Yeah. You're gay and have herpes.
Gay and have
what?
herpes.
I don't know. I mean, kind of this album feels
like
mouth
you're gay
pain.
and have herpes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The mouth pain, kind of. That's my review. You're gay and have herpes.
Haters are calling.
Yeah. Yeah, now they're canceling me. It's fine. I want to be canceled. I'm tired.
I'm tired. It sounds like you get a lot of money to be canceled.
Yeah.
But all right, that brings us to our final segment on Turntable. we talk about you as a creative and your relationship with this album and how it may or may not influence your work. Or if you maybe knowingly or unknowingly draw from like this kind of thing to like make your own art.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my first question is, as a musical comic, TM, how much of your creative process overlaps with like the other? So like it like because you mentioned you had been in a band.
Yeah.
Now you do comedy. How much of your creative process is similar between making those two things?
Well, I think doing comedy has made me better at music. Because I think with music, sometimes when you're creating it, you're like so isolated and you're only performing, especially if you're in like a local band, you're only performing maybe once a month.
Yeah.
Where with comedy, you're performing all the time.
Or if you're me, once a month.
Or once a month, which is also valid.
Well, at least paid performances once a month.
Yeah, I mean, I pay to do open mics in New York, so, it's fun. We love it.
It's
we love
fun. It's not a scam. Everything's
It's not
great.
a scam. No, it's not like do a bringer show so you can be passed at this club that's never going to book you. It's never like that.
No.
Anyway, but I think because I think with stand-up you're getting immediate feedback. It makes you write better because you're like, oh, I know the audience is gonna like it is something that it is kind of like a team sport even though you're by yourself because you have the audience and you have to like see if something's funny because of them, and it's like, oh, I have to get rid of all this fluff. Where I think in songwriting sometimes you can just kind of be in the void and just like write a bunch of shit that sucks, but no one's going to give you feedback. Like when
Right.
you're at a show, even if you suck ass, people are going to applaud after you finish a song.
Yeah.
Like it's very rare that you would be booed off. So I think stand-up's made me better at writing because I think also stand-up you are kind of, unfortunately, I don't think stand-up is the most creative art form. I would say that. I'm crazy. I'm
willing
crazy.
to go on record.
I don't think it's because you do have like people, no offense, audiences. I mean, even if they know only the basic stuff. So I feel like sometimes you can't go as deep all the time unless you're a really good comic, which I'm fine. But
I'm all right.
I'm fine. You know?
I'm not bending minds.
Yeah, but the thing I do sometimes, if I have a bit that in comedy that's not working, I will then just like play some music and see if like that will make my brain think about it in a different way.
Oh, okay.
So I'll like use music to like because if I have a bit that's too sprawling, I'm like, hey, do it in a verse. You have 4 sentences. How
Yeah.
can you fit that into this? And then sometimes I will like either make it a comedy song or then I'll go back and be like, oh, this is how the bit should be.
Oh,
So it
okay.
is kind of like, I sort
Rock
of
on.
use,
Yeah, that rules.
because I think sometimes I can get too like specific, like I'll like hyper focus on stuff that actually makes everything worse. But I think like changing forms then helps you see it more like objectively,
Yeah.
kind of. And so I sort of use the two to complement each other. But then sometimes you realize you have bits where you're like, oh, this can be heightened by the music. Or then sometimes you're like, actually the music is unnecessary, so I should just do this as a bit
Yeah.
or something.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Interesting. I had a second question pop in my head. Now it's gone forever. Fuck.
Because you're gay and have herpes.
Well, I'll move on to the written question, then we'll see if I come back to it. But so all right, this album, despite being as seemingly random sounds, it feels incredibly authentic. What do you think that means for our generation, and what do you think the rise of like this chaotic? What does it say? Authenticity. Yeah. Oh man. What do you think the rise of like this sort of chaotic authenticity? Do you think it's worth the risks? Because like I think there's like ultimately like a risk involved in like making this kind of music, and there's also certain kind of like chaotic energy to your stand up.
Thank you.
Do you think that because like it still feels like authentic despite the chaos? Do you think that there is like validity to like taking that risk and being like, fuck it, I'm gonna be so weird, like that kind of thing? What are your thoughts surrounding this? I wrote this poorly.
No, it's so good. I'll pick up on some things that you said. Let me try to think. It's too gay and have too much herpes. I mean, I really appreciate people who don't stick to form in order to like convey like how they feel on the inside. Like I think that's stuff that I resonate with. And I have struggled in stand up, I think, because I think sometimes my bits are too weird at first, and so I often have to like unweird my bits.
Sure.
And I think which they're still weird at the end of the day. They're still like, I don't know, I feel like they're pretty odd. Like I would suck ass in like a clean room, or like there's so many rooms that I do bad in, like even comedy clubs, like more traditional clubs, I don't necessarily do well in because I'm like, but I can't be any other way.
Right.
Like, and I think some people are better at like recognizing, oh, this is stand up, this is the form, here are the jokes. Because I think stand up in some ways is a very mathematical art form, because you're like, I do this leads to this, and this leads to this. It feels like math sometimes. So I feel like a lot of people who are more scientifically minded can be really good at stand up. But I've never felt that. Like, I just feel like all over the fucking place all the time. And like the shit that I come up with, I think the struggle sometimes is I'll come up with a punchline, but people haven't like gone with me to that. Like I skip several steps. And then I have to like then figure out how to clarify that. But then I'm like, I don't understand why you don't understand what I'm saying.
Just get on my level. Be in my brain.
Yeah. And that's why I like 100 Gecs, because they're like, I mean, I feel like that's a similar thing where they're just like, I'm fucking weird as shit, dude.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just doing whatever the fuck. And it's like the sounds in each song are like random. Like, cause they have like this heavy guitar in a lot of them, but then they'll just have like these weird plopping sounds and like other various things.
757 has like very synth heavy, like
yeah. So they're just doing whatever the fuck, and I think that is stuff that I resonate more with, of just like, I understand that you have ADHD because I also have it, and I can feel it.
This makes sense to
there
me.
Is kind of and there's like some comics too who you can just sense the ADHD. I think maybe that's what it is. Where it's like the way that they structure their, like people who structure their bits, where it's like, here's a bit, but here's the bit inside the bit, and that goes into this bit, and this goes back to this one, and then it's all at the end, but it's all been this bit and this other And I feel like that's stuff where I'm like, yeah, that's how my brain works. And then like 100 Gecs, no offense to you guys, but I feel like that's how your brain works too.
Yeah.
No offense to them.
I feel like I already know the answer to this question, but it's like, would you rather be like 100 Gecs style and like find your people, or would you rather be like famous? or like would you rather be like go like if there's like a path ahead of you of like, this is the way to traditional success, and then the other path ahead of you is like, this is where you are weird and maybe you'll find people that like you. Which would you rather take?
I feel like I don't really have a choice, because I can't be true. Like, I've tried to write, I hate my boyfriend. I mean, I do have some, my boyfriend's stupid bits.
My
wife, like, I don't understand how people, like normal people think, even though I do like Taylor Swift, I can't do it. I've realized. So it's like, I'm kind of, this is the only way. It's like, it is kind of like forcing yourself through, where it's like, you have to be so good at being yourself that you can then take that, you can harness that and communicate that to an audience. Like, I feel like that's obviously what I'm doing.
That's
with
like the
stand-up.
dream in my mind. That's like that's what I would want out of a creative thing, is like, this is it. This is me. And then hopefully there are certain people out there that get it. Hell yeah. But like, I don't know if I would appreciate the traditional path of being like, if you do these things, it will work.
Go do a comedy contest, Go to
have those worked?
The Las Vegas comedy contest, whatever the fuck, I just, I mean, it does, obviously, I don't know. I feel like some people are just more normal, and so it like kind of makes more sense, or they're just like smart. They're smart in a way where they're like, we know these are the bits that people like. But I just like can't even think in those ways sometimes, because I think this isn't me being like, oh, I'm more interesting and I literally can't. Like, I would like to be able to do club rooms where I don't feel like I want to kill myself afterwards. Where like sometimes I'll do sets now, because I'm better than I used to be, and then sometimes I will do sets where I'm just like, I literally don't understand why nobody liked this. Like, I literally what did I do? Like, I thought these were all good, and like, so sometimes I do feel so dumb. I'm just like, I don't get why this like isn't working necessarily, or like why you wouldn't find this funny. Because like, I have a bit where I talk about how my boyfriend was good at going down on me because he was being controlled by the rat from Ratatouille. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Classic
think
bit.
that is so funny.
Yeah.
I think that's so silly. But I've done that in so many club rooms and they don't really laugh at it. I'm just like, how are you not laughing about my boyfriend being controlled by a rat eating my pussy? Like, why is that not funny to you?
What part of this isn't making sense?
Yeah, what part of this? Like, it's because you didn't see Ratatouille? Like, did you not see?
Not Pixar heads?
Yeah, it's like you guys have it. I mean, that's crazy. If someone hasn't seen Ratatouille, like, I
Yeah.
feel like that's a basic bitch movie. Is Ratatouille?
I actually recently read that Anthony Bourdain said Ratatouille was like the most accurate to kitchen life, like in a film.
That's incredible.
Yeah, hell yeah. Anthony
We're all
Bourdain.
controlled by rats. What in the world make more sense if everybody was just being controlled by rats? That's what I was thinking about with like all the politicians now. I'm just like,
we are. It's just
like,
called the woke mind
it's-
virus.
But I'm just like, Trump's tweets would make so much more sense if he was being controlled by a rat. Wouldn't it? Like, if you're just like, yeah, it's a rat doing that, not a man who's
What do
the
you
president.
think that hair is covering? It's the place where the rat sits.
Yeah, and that's why RFK has the hole in his brain from the worm, so the rat can just be in there.
You mean the hole in his brain isn't from just like a genetics thing?
No, it's because
Being a Kennedy?
he got the worm thing. Remember the worm ate his
the
brain?
worm, right?
And then Rosemary Kennedy, I guess, got a lobotomy, which is similar.
And then, John kind
That
of.
was the idea with lobotomies. They're actually, well, we're going to give women lobotomies, and then we're going to put a rat in there, and then they'll be better. It's all about rats. See, why wouldn't people find that funny?
John Kennedy also got a lobotomy in a way.
Oh, yeah. You guys get it because he was shot in the head.
Yeah.
You guys get it? You guys get it?
Anyway, guys, these are good bits.
These are good
These
bits.
are
Why
good
don't you
bits.
like me? That's what 100 Gecs
Love me.
Well, I feel like 100 guys, they don't care if you like them or not because they also, with that album, I believe they didn't do any touring because they were just
Yeah.
like, didn't feel good.
Yeah. They're like, eh.
Which at some point, I mean, I get it. I mean, you hear the music, you're like, yeah, they don't feel good. But I feel like that happens to so many more musicians now where it's like, they're like, actually, we're canceling everything because I don't feel good.
Yeah, I don't feel like doing that.
And then it's just like, which then is crazy to me because it's like, I love touring and
Yeah,
like
isn't
going
touring where
around
the money
places.
is?
Yeah, I'm like, also, isn't that how you make all your money?
Yeah, it's not from the streaming services.
Yeah, because like the current, I guess, so like Julian Baker and Torres had like a country album that they put out together, and then they were like, Julian doesn't feel good, so we're not touring. I'm like, but isn't that like what you have to do to like
Yeah,
make
this is your whole
money?
thing.
And also that's your friggin' job, Julian Baker. I wanted to see you guys, but I guess I don't get to. But also, rest well.
Rest well. Make a new album.
Yeah, we'll have fun.
Final question of the show. Are we ready?
Yeah, so ready. I'm ready.
All right. When you think about your own craft, what is a lesson you would want to take from 100 Gecs and apply to your own writing?
Oh, maybe like not giving a shit.
Yeah, I think I also would love
Yeah.
that freedom. I think I'm jealous of their freedom.
Yeah, I think because I still like care so much about what people think about
Oh,
me.
unfortunately, I am just wrapped up in that myself.
And I mean, they might have those neuroses. We're not friends, but if you guys
Right.
want to be my friend,
I'd be down.
I actually don't know if we would get along, but that's fine.
I'm also not sure we get along.
Yeah, I'm kind of standoffish sometimes. But you guys also seem. I think we would all just be like little. We would all three, me and the 100 Gecs, we would be just little rats at the end in our own little corners.
I think
You
I'd
know?
be too vanilla for them. They would be like, this guy is boring and
Yeah,
white.
I'm also
and
kind of boring, actually, despite the things I say. But but yeah, I think I like just like not giving a shit, just doing what you want, and like I don't know. Yeah, so I think that's what it is. It's like just they are just like making exactly what they want. Though it would be funny if they were like, actually, we felt this pressure to be more normal. That'd be funny. That'd be funny if they're like, actually, this was our normal
this
album.
is our most normal album. We actually got a lot of pressure from the record label.
comparatively, yeah, I guess to like their other stuff, it is their more normal album.
Mm-hmm.
But I respect that of like your normal album is still like fucking
It's
insane.
still pretty chaotic. Yeah.
And I feel like I love the chaos of it. I love just how silly it is. And again, I am also the dumbest girl alive, and that's how I feel.
Put an emoji on my grave.
Exactly. So 100 Gecs.
All right, real last question. Which emoji would you want on your grave?
Oh, I don't use emojis.
Oh, shit.
I'm crazy. I literally don't. I'm crazy.
Zero emoji.
I
use
mean,
ever?
I think the emoji I use the most, well, it's just the fire react on Instagram, or
Sure.
I will do prayer hands, ironically, because I ain't praying for none of you
For the
bitches.
victims, yeah.
I ain't praying for the victims, bitch. Are you kidding me? That was funny I mean, the set that I just did was very funny. I don't know. I probably won't say this again, but I was like, guys, I don't even care about veterans that much. I honestly don't like the Army. It's hard to say that to normal people. Because it's like, there's this thing where like, we're supposed to like the veterans. I'm like, I don't. I'm like, pray hand for the veterans. Like, who gives a shit? You know, you guys are mostly clerks and not doing anything.
Most of your clerks, all of you are unwell.
You're all. Anyway, I love the veterans.
I can't wait to supercut.
Hello, veterans.
The haters are calling.
The haters are calling. It's me calling the
It's me
veterans,
calling.
hating on the veterans. What's 911 veterans? No. Fight the battles for the rich men. Yay, veteran. Sorry. What am I doing now?
No idea.
I also don't know.
But
so I'm going to hang up the phone.
Let's try and dismount.
I want to see how you do this.
Let's try and dismount.
You're like, let's
So,
see how
Gabbie-
you do this.
Gabbie, you're a touring comedian. Where can people find you? What can I put in the description of your Instagram?
I'm right behind you.
Where are you headed? This will probably come out in a month. And try to keep it further than a month. Tell us what you're up to.
You'll find me paying for open mics in Brooklyn, New York, and then you'll find I'm recording a special and boy, won't it be special.
Oh, it'll be so special.
I'm recording a special in November in Atlanta on November 13th at the supermarket. So if you're in Atlanta, come to that, please, because I don't know if anyone's going to come. I mean, I never come, if you know what I'm saying. And then I'll be...
SSR Rock.
I might be going to Nebraska this year. I've never been there.
Ooh.
But I think that's the biggest thing that's coming up. But you can also see my former special called Boing on YouTube. It has about 3 views. So you could be the 4th.
I'll link it in the description.
Yeah, and you can listen to my podcast, American Filth, which also might be over, but it's still... There are a lot of good episodes that you can learn about history and then just me being LOL about it. And you can find me on Instagram at GAHHHBBIEWATTS. So like Gabbie, but like Gabbie, you know, it's like you're scared.
Gabbie.
Exactly. And I'm on TikTok, but I don't really look at that too much.
I think I initially read your Instagram handle as like very like aristocratic, like it's Gabbie.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I like that too.
It's Gabbie.
Yeah, but really I'm just like, Gabbie Watts.
Gabbie Watts.
Gabbie Watts, that's me. I'm very sophisticated.
Yeah. I saw your hour.
You saw it.
Yeah.
Very sophisticated, smartest girl, dumbest girl, smart. I did go to Princeton though, which is embarrassing. Don't tell anyone. How dumb I've gotten. It's worn off.
Class reunion should be.
I know. I'm just like, I don't even know who I. Anyway, it's embarrassing how dumb I've become. But I should be smart on paper. I can take a test.
Aren't we all?
I can take a SAT test. I'll do it.
I'll do it. I'll take the ACT
I'll do
again.
It. I'll do it right now.
Do it right now.
Get
That's
perfect
the next
score.
episode of the show, Full Spin Club. We're taking a full spin through the ACT.
Yeah, we're doing the whole thing. And actually, we can't answer a single question.
Damn
we're
it.
like a
I love that
theorem.
idea.
I don't know. Science? Anyway.
Comedians take the ACT.
Well, how fun. It's just us like slitting our wrists. God, I'm so stupid.
God, I'm so fucking dumb. I've wasted all my life.
But it makes us better at comedy being dumb.
Yes.
Because everybody who watches comedy is also dumb. That's you. You gay person with herpes. Anyway, brought it back.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe.
Yes.
Our new home for the show is
Commonwealth Comedy Club.
Northern Kentucky's only comedy club. So please follow this channel. Follow all the comedians that come on. Buy tickets to shows. All of that will be in the link in the description. So come check us out. Thank you so much again, Gabbie, for doing the show.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks for
you.
having me. I'm sure it was very interesting and everybody loved it.
Everybody loved it. So give it a like. Why not?
Yeah, one. Just one.
One like, please. But thank you so much again.
Yeah,
We'll
thank
catch you in the
you.
next one, everybody. See ya.